Today's ChemTalk will discuss the atom and its basic concepts. Today's ChemTalk comprises introduction, atom, subatomic particles, elements, organisms and elements, elements of life, our understanding, matter. At its most fundamental level, life is made up of matter. Matter occupies space and has mass. It comprises tiny building blocks called atoms, which can combine to form molecules. It forms the basis of everything we see, from the air we breathe to the ground we walk on. All matter comprises elements, substances that cannot be broken down or transformed chemically into other substances. An atom is the smallest component of an element that retains all of the chemical properties of that element. For example, one hydrogen atom has all of the properties of hydrogen as an element, such as the fact that it exists as a gas at room temperature and bonds with oxygen to form a water molecule. Hydrogen atoms cannot be broken down into further smaller particles while still retaining the properties of hydrogen. If a hydrogen atom were broken down into subatomic particles, it would no longer have the properties of hydrogen. All atoms contain protons, electrons, and neutrons, which are referred as main subatomic particles, as shown in the figure. The only exception is hydrogen, H, which is made of one proton and one electron. A proton is a positively charged particle that resides in the nucleus, the core of the atom, of an atom and has a mass of 1 and a charge of +1. An electron is a negatively charged particle that travels in the space around the nucleus. In other words, it resides outside of the nucleus. It has a negligible mass and has a charge of -1. Neutrons, N, like protons, reside in the nucleus of an atom. They have a mass of 1 and no charge. The positive, proton, and negative, electron, charges balance each other in a neutral atom, which has a net zero charge. Each element has a different number of protons and neutrons, giving rise to its own atomic number and mass number, imparting unique properties to each element. Because protons and neutrons each have a mass of 1, the mass of an atom is equal to the number of protons and neutrons of that atom. The number of electrons does not factor into the overall mass because their mass is so small. Each element is made of atoms, each with a constant number of protons and unique properties. A total of 118 elements have been defined so far, however, only 92 occur naturally, and fewer than 29 are found in living cells. The remaining 26 elements are unstable and, therefore, do not exist for very long or are theoretical and have yet to be detected. Each element is designated by its chemical symbol, such as H, N, O, C, and Na, and possesses unique properties. These unique properties allow elements to combine and to bond with each other in specific ways. At the most basic level, all organisms are made of a combination of elements. An element is a substance whose atoms all have the same number of protons. They contain atoms that combine together to form molecules. Elements of life. In multicellular organisms, such as animals, molecules can interact to form cells that combine to form tissues, which make up organs. These combinations continue until entire multicellular organisms are formed. Non-metallic elements, carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur account for 97% of the weight of most organisms. There are 23 other elements, including boron, fluorine, aluminum, silicon, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc, gallium, arsenic, selenium, molybdenum, stannous or tin, and iodine contribute 3% of the weight. In addition to these 18 elements, 5 ions like calcium, potassium, sodium, magnesium and chloride are members of this family. An atom is the smallest unit of matter that defines an element, made up of a nucleus, protons plus neutrons, with electrons in its orbit. Protons determine the element's identity, while electrons control chemical bonding and reactions. Since atoms carry most of the empty space, the nucleus occupies a small central region with protons and neutrons. Atoms combine to form molecules, driving all chemical and physical processes in the universe. Was this helpful? Like, subscribe, comment and follow me for more such talks.